I have to admit, this one's actually kind of fun. I kind of like this one.
That looks almost like Spy versus Spy in that magazine.
Yeah, it almost has that. And I actually...
Does he know it's used now? Does he know that?
Well, I have to check them in to make sure they're not broken.
Yeah, but this is a double check, isn't it?
Well, I may have missed something.
Don't break it. You'll own it.
That's actually kind of cool. It's dumb, but it's actually kind of cool. These two I could care less, but yeah, right. This is funny dumb. Spider-Man's a lollipop, and these are Scotty's animated statues that he ordered. If there was one that I kept, this would probably be the one.
What are they? $40 a piece?
All these mini buses, nothing cheap anymore. You know, it's
well, you know what's cheap is the Eagle Moss series. Pulling up the red lights, rolling the window down, and looking out at people with the stormtrooper behind on. Gets a lot of good looks.
I don't know. People driving with the phone in their hand anyways, you know?
Yeah.
It's no longer like, I got to dig my phone out. I mean, you would look now, they're like this, and no one's looking at the road either.
Well, in New Hampshire, they can't do that because it's a primary offense to have your cell phone in your hand while you're driving.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody's doing it.
Right. Because they made it a law. So, yes. And we know everyone obeys
all the laws.
Mm-hmm. I'm the first one to admit that I obey every law.
Mm-hmm. You buckle up now, right?
Buckle up.
You unbuckle when you cross the border into New Hampshire because it's not a law?
Yeah, because live free or die.
Yeah.
So
not live free and die. It's live free or die.
Yeah, live free or die.
Yeah.
I do the speed limit at all times. I never speed.
Not even 1 mile over.
No.
Can't.
No,
because you're a pillar of the community.
Yeah, that's right. Pillar of the community. You got to follow the letter of the law.
Correct. Yeah.
So I
mean, if you don't, how can we expect anyone else to?
So I set my cruise control. Mm-hmm. 35 here.
You set cruise control for 35? That's pretty good. You don't trust yourself.
No, because I don't want to go a mile over.
Yeah, pillar of the community.
Yeah. You're on, Yeah. I can't keep a straight face. I can't remember the last time I buckled up, and I can't remember the last time I actually went the speed limit. Okay.
It's Mark Miller's new book, Sharky, the Bounty Hunter. Usually when he puts something out, it's just an automatic read because it's probably going to be good. He works with good artists. He writes fun stories, so you can't go wrong.
I love
he just finished up Magic
this artwork.
Which is great.
I love the artwork. I love the way he's pouring that drink.
That book might be for you, man.
Maybe. And the main character is purple, which I love.
I love purple main characters.
I love purple characters. We got that in common. I love purple characters. I wouldn't mind being purple sometime. Hey. Mark Miller, is this the only issue out so far?
It's got different covers. That's the first issue, though.
Oh, this is the first. Okay, I kind of like this. I
think on the back of some of his books, yeah.
Yeah.
All his books he does have.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a few, right?
Yep. I don't know if they're going to be animated or live action or whatever. But
I think it comes down between these two. So on Netflix, I think he'll do okay. I think he'll do, especially since the Marvel guys are gone.
They got nothing left to Marvel now.
No, well, Jones has one last season coming out, Jessica Jones, and then that is it.
That's a good one. She's badass. I like that. Left, the one on the left, man. It's more purple.
It's more purple. It's just something cooler about it. We're gonna go with this issue here.
It's funny you mentioned Blade Runner because I didn't even think about it until you said it. But when you said it,
it definitely has a Blade Runner-ish feel to it, combined with like almost an alien. I don't know. It has a bunch of different things going on, but he's doing a good job with it. He's really on a roll. He's really on a roll. He's just about everything he does right now is really good. So it's I haven't seen something that I didn't like of his.
Right, no one says, "Oh, this Mark Millar book sucks."
Exactly, you don't hear that. You're like, "This sucks. Why are we even?" No, everything he pretty much touches is good. So he's on a roll at this time. So yeah, I have been stale.
Something new to spice it up.
I need something new to spice it up. I've been so stale. I've been like, man, this sucks.
You might like it, dude.
This artwork sucks. This is so boring. Why are they bothering?
I think those would be 3 good picks.
Yeah, these are the 3 good picks, and I got to get the first issue of Turok. And I'm like, I think back to the golden era of the 70s, man. Neil Adams and Starenko and Jack Kirby and those guys. Those are the guys that I like. So I guess when I'm reading stuff, I try to match that, and it's just. I did like a guy who was doing Arrow Green Arrow a while back, but then the writing got weird. I don't.
Was it these two dudes? They did Green Arrow before. Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino.
It might have been
Look at the
them.
artwork in there.
It might have been these guys, but their arrow,
They
the
did
Green
Green
Arrow was really. It was good.
And they did Old Man Logan together for a while too.
Old Man Logan. Is Old Man Logan done?
Old Man Logan's done.
It's done?
Yeah, there's now a miniseries called Dead Man Logan that's coming out.
Is it the same guy? Is it the same Logan?
Yes.
Is that out yet?
Yeah, it's up under D. It should be on the top shelf. Up against the wall.
So it's a continuation of the Old Man Logan.
Well, yeah, because I think he died, or he's dying.
Okay.
Walk by. It should be. I think it's on the top shelf or the middle or the. It's an alphabetical order.
And since the younger Logan's back, they don't need him anymore, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So they're gonna kill him off.
Issue 4 of 12. Issue 1 of 12. Take a look at that. I don't know if that might be for you or not, but I did not try it. I can't.
Oh yeah, he's fighting Mephisto, and
How's Wolverine gonna fight the devil?
no, excuse me, it's Mysterio, who's gonna be in the next Spider-Man movie. And I don't know if that's on purpose or not. I don't know if you've seen the new trailer.
I have not.
But the new trailer of Spider-Man has Mysterio, has this guy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Has Mysterio in it. He's in the trailer. The interesting thing is that they showed Nick Fury in the trailer for Spider-Man, and it takes place after the Avengers, so that told us basically that they're going to defeat Thanos in the new Avengers movie, because if Nick Fury is showing up in the new... Plus, Peter Parker vanished too. Yeah. They're both in the new Spider-Man trailer. That means Thanos gets defeated. Obviously, he does, but they let it out of the bag by promoting the new Spider-Man movie.
Why
not? Didn't know what that was either. So that's pretty cool too.
10 cents. I never heard of that. Sweet.
You know what's key about these issues? Well, not those particular issues, but issue number 80 was the first appearance of Doom Patrol. But of course, that wasn't in the collection.
Why wasn't?
No.
Doom Patrol, and these ones, really?
Yeah, yeah. The first appearance of Doom Patrol was in.
Isn't that first 80. Hawkeye? Look at Man-Bird.
This stuff you interested in?
Yeah, I'll take those.
All right. Then I got a few other things here, but I just haven't priced them up yet.
Batman and Batgirl. Detective Comics. Huh?
I mean, that's not the price, obviously, on the thing. I think they're a little cheaper.
Yeah, depends on the price on that one.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
It's
probably like a $40-$50. It's probably like a $40-$50 book. Yeah, I don't know why they had a price of $95 on it. You know,
the Lattice cover, the Creeper.
Are you all done going through those?
Oh. How funny is that I have 5 copies of number 26?
Five's an odd number.
For some reason, I seem that I keep finding number 26.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable.
Hey, one of those Avengers books you bought off me a few weeks ago. Phil was taping when I was buying the issues last week after the episode hit.
Yep.
I got 2 calls looking for one of the Avengers issues. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
This show just won an Academy Award for an Oscar, actually, for best animation. This character.
Is that going to drive up the book sales?
I don't know. It should, because it's going to make other people aware of it, like that don't read comics. So it might give it a boost, but
we missed.
We'll see what happens. It should have happened already.
All right.
But it didn't happen. It didn't happen as fast as it should have.
Yes, I like it.
So, I don't know.
All right, we'll see you later, Steve.
This week's stuff. This is supposed to be good right here.
Yeah, they did. Look at that. So
this is always good. Ice Cream Man.
But, you know, instead of 50, because this thing is 2 to 3 times.
This is fantastic. It's the last issue. Mage. Probably one of the best characters out there, but nobody reads it except me.
But yeah, we've already got these guys for this, so we'll get a. Stupid. You must be sad. This is like the last. This is the last Mage.
You know what's fun? I haven't read one issue yet.
But I think this is like supposedly the last
ever
Mage. Yeah.
So disappointing.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
I don't know why no one picked up on it.
I don't either. I've been reading like the 80s, since the 80s.
Yeah, I know. I got all the original ones. Good stories. He's shaking his head.
Yeah.
Glenn is very eclectic on what he likes. If he was wearing a Miami Dolphins shirt, that would be a whole different story.
He'd be embarrassing the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're pretty bad.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
No, I hear. I'll take half of that stack. Whatever's priced out.
Okay. Well, no, like we're talking. There's a lot of $30 books. There's a lot of $3 books. How do you want to? How do you want to go about it?
Do this.
I'm there for you, friend. What a great cover this is, huh?
Love it.
The Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
I'm
just telling him that it's a great cover.
Yeah, great looking cover.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm making fun of you, Mage, but you have some great books that came out this the past 2 weeks. I mean, Die. This book is
great. Yeah.
Is great.
It's
Yeah,
good.
you can keep that. But
you don't like that one?
not at all.
The man eaters.
No,
It's kind of whacked out.
yeah,
Right?
it is whacked. It's yeah.
I just like the covers. I think it's interesting.
Hardcore is another really good book.
Yeah, all of
This is interesting. The Oliver.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Cap's Cap. That's
Cap's Cap. Yeah.
But this was a good number one. This was actually really good. I enjoyed this book. Having a chance to read this to Mark Miller.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with him.
Yeah.
This was different, but I liked it.
I actually read it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Online.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't like this at all.
I just have them all. So
I
actually,
think-
I sold them all. I have the last 3.
No.
It's not bad.
I think the 2 issues of this have been really good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's been. Is that weird or
I
Wired?
think it's Wired.
Yeah, I think it was Wired too.
Miles Morales, whatever.
Yeah,
This is supposed to be pretty good. They're saying. So.
Well, I mean, I think Spider-Man, since Nick Spencer's taken it over, has been really good, and this book is just fantastic.
Is it 2 in there? No.
2 what?
2 of those.
No. This book has just been great, and this is what a great cover.
Yeah, absolutely. This though.
Yeah, this man. This is. I mean, that's why it's on the top of the pile. I mean, it's on the top of the pile because the greatest of all books, in the past 25 years.
It's unbelievable.
Mage, the hero denied.
Oh, it's better than putting little kids in bathing suits on the cover. At least
Some people may be into that.
At least she's not tied up.
Another fan of the show, Reginald Weaver. I believe he's. I think he said he was a tattoo artist. He's sent us some. He sent us some fan art.
Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Oh my! I'm scared to hold it. Oh God!
You're shaking. See, he's
Yo,
trembling.
look.
That is so cool. Look at him. He's trembling.
I'm nervous. I mean, I have the same reaction for all of them. This is incredible. Like, so just so everybody knows, these get framed in a frame that's about yay thick. So if it slams, nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna stay like this forever.
I saw the comments. Everyone likes Brown Alex. Everyone's waiting for you to get back on the show. Man, I gotta start shaving and grooming my hair if I'm coming in here.
Yeah, yeah, you need to trim the beard now and stuff.
Every time I look at a video of myself, I'm like, God damn, I need to do something with this. This is like
need to get a haircut.
This is like my post-divorce look. So I unshiveled. No one to tell me to shave or cut, which is a bad thing because I end up like this. So.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really like shaving much either. But the wife does not like it. So every other day I try to shave just to keep her happy. But every so often I'm a rebel and I get like 4 or 5 days.
He's trying to get the wife stuff on film there. See, I said that.
All right, we'll see you later. Thanks. Oh, that is awesome! Howard the Duck is Punisher.
What?
That is awesome.
That's so sick! Holy shit, dude! Yo, nah. I can't with this.
You see his mediums. He does black and white. He does color, obviously.
Yep.
I mean, that's got some detail too.
Well, I'm looking at the 4,000 new X titles and going, yeah, that's not happening.
Surprisingly, they've been good.
Good.
But they're 4,000 new X-Men titles, but they're not. They're all mini. It's all the whole story is being told in miniseries, like in a miniseries. Okay. So I think they're all 4 issues. It started with this, and you find out it's called the Age of X-Men. You find out the world that they're in now is just all mutants. They're no humans anymore. So it's for them. It's the perfect world.
Theoretically, utopia, yeah.
Right. But there's some strange shit going on in there too, where they want no one to have a family. You can be together, but you don't have a family. The breeding is through. You're not supposed to have any sexual contact with anybody. They have pods where you breed.
A lot of fun out of the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like so what the alpha showed. What the alpha was. It was actually pretty much a prelude for every one of the miniseries that they're doing. So they're just saying, "Hey, this is how great the world is. Look, nobody's fighting, nobody's beating each other up." Then every so often, something bad happens. The X-Men are around there still to save the day.
Problems, yeah.
Bishop and Jean Grey, I think, are having a thing going, but then all of a sudden, they find out. It says you're not supposed to be having any conduct. Bishop disappears, but
interesting.
But like here's their, here you have they have a picture here. I think that's Bishop right there. When it comes back after Bishop disappears from where you're not supposed to be having relations, he just disappears, and she's now in the picture. So like he doesn't exist anymore. She comes in as though she's a part of the team, and she's never was. So there's something that's
time manipulation of some kind.
Yeah. There's something going on, but they don't know what's going on. Like I've read this one came out this week. I haven't read that. I haven't read this one yet. But like this was decent. That was good. I thought that was gonna be one of the worst. The amazing Nightcrawler. Yeah. He's actually a movie star in this world. So it goes great. Just what we need is him. We're just gonna watch him bounce. And he's also an X-Men, but we're gonna watch him bounce around being a movie star. But you find out that he likes. I think it was Megan.
Yeah.
That's one of his co-stars. He likes her. That says, hey, someone, we can do this. And then even knows, he goes, I'm the one that's supposed to be stopping this from happening, but I'm doing it too.
Yeah.
So there's something going on, and after in the 4 issues, the shit's coming to a crashing halt at some point, But this is their utopia. It's interesting. Do I say, hey, you got to buy all these? You should read these? No, but it's interesting.
Is the fact that they're limited series makes me a little bit happier?
Yeah.
I just don't need 17 new titles in my world.
Right. And there's, I think, there's 5. I think there's going to be 6, maybe 6 miniseries that's going to do this for like 4 months, you're still talking, if you want to read every one, you're still talking, 24 issues you have to buy. This book here didn't cross into that book. Like, they were all separate stories. So, I don't know if they're going to do like Age of X-Men Omega, which ties it all back in and finishes it up. I don't quite know, but it's been okay so far.
I'm interested to see if they're going to do a trade paperback that makes coherent links of all of this, or if they're going to be, if they're all miniseries, they're going to have like 4 trade paperbacks.
They'll probably have 4 trade, or maybe they'll do 8 issues. They'll put 2, because I think there's 6 issues, so they'll put 2.
Yeah.
In 3 trade paperbacks or something. Because if not, you're gonna have a trade paperback about this big if you put it all together.
I don't mind them being the gigantic monsters as long as they're reasonable for the amount that you're getting.
Right.
It's when you see a trade paperback that's got 4 issues and it's $40, something's gone horribly wrong.
Yep.
Doomsday Clock is out this week. I'm looking forward to what's going on with that. It's been a while since they had one come out.
Yeah. I fired it. I'm gonna probably look at issue 12 and just read issue 12 and see.
You know what? I've been reading the thing steadily, and it's damn solid. It's not quite as good as The Watchmen, but it's close.
Yeah.
And when you think about it back with The Watchmen, you had the exact same problem. Mm-hmm. They did so much work on making sure that the artwork was beautiful that they had to slow it down. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
again, especially when you consider some of the artwork that's coming out, and when I've had this discussion. If I can draw better, I have no reason to buy that comic book.
Right. I can't draw better, and sometimes I still have no reason to buy that comic.
Precisely my point, sir.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, I can't draw. So it's...
I can, just not well. That's why I'm a writer, because really, once upon a time, I was going to be a comic artist. And I had the editor at Marvel go, you really can't draw. But you're telling a good story, maybe you should try writing.
But they let Jeff Lemire draw.
Never quite understood that.
Yep.
It's probably because he started his own comic first.
I thought Sweet Tooth, his art kind of fit that comic, and it was okay, but... Overall, I'd rather see the guy never pick up a pencil.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm very picky about artwork. I was just looking at the Justice League Dark. I'm like, yep, nope, not quite. You're missing.
It's funny because that's the only Justice League book that I read is the Dark.
Which is interesting because you don't like supernatural characters.
Isn't that funny? Right. I'm not a huge supernatural guy, but there's something about just putting those characters just together. I think maybe it's because it's not concentrating on one supernatural character. I mean, even though there's a bunch of them,
sense.
but there's enough different stuff going on that it doesn't just dwell on one. Zatanna, I've always been a fan of.
Well, she's cute. How can you not like her?
Right. She wears fishnets, right?
Yeah.
And
which neither you or I would get away with that, but she does.
No one wants to see us in
No, sir.
or shorts or just in general. Okay, yeah, no one wants to see us. They want to see. I don't even know if anyone wants to even see us fully clothed. I'm a fan of Detective Chip too. So. Oh
yeah, he's a
yeah.
Well, again, these are characters that are preposterous characters, but if they're done right, it's a beautiful thing.
You know what was good? I think it could have been the early 2000s or maybe the late 90s. You ever read Shadow Pact?
Loved it.
What a great, again, a supernatural book, but not just dwell down in all the supernatural. You know, it's
well, I mean, it's like Doctor Strange is endlessly supernatural. Mm-hmm. But if you put him in the Defenders, he was more fun for me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm enjoying this series right now of Doctor Strange. I'm enjoying this one.
What I've read of it so far, I've enjoyed, but it's the same thing at the cost that they want for it. I'll wait for the trades.
Yeah, and you can just get in the one read.
Get it in one read instead of 6 parts in 6 months' time.
Yep.
I don't know exactly when they started this whole concept of we must have story arcs that are 4 to 6 issues long. I wish they'd stop.
Oh, I think it's once they realized the bookstores would carry all their trade.
Well, that makes sense.
So,
but still,
yeah, I think that's when it started. It's like, holy crap. Barnes and Nobles, and at the time Borders.
Well, I mean,
these guys are all
back
doing
on that. You had the Watchmen that came out. You had the Dark Knight Returns that came out, and you had the Spider-Man Craven's Last Hunt.
But I don't even think when they were doing those books, they weren't doing trade paperbacks weren't even trades yet.
They came as a result of that.
Yep.
They came as a result of that. And those are all 3 books that are normally still in print all the time.
Yep. They always keep that stuff going.
Preacher has been out of print for how long now and still sells?
Yeah, since the 90s, and it's still selling.
Now it may have bumped up a little bit as a result of the TV series.
Yes, definitely. But still, it always still sold.
Yeah, Swamp Thing by Alan Moore consistently sells.
Yep. Sandman, another thing too. Me personally, don't never liked Sandman. Doesn't like the universe. I don't want anything to do with this, but it sells.
I love the book. I thought it was great. I thought towards the end it got a little wandery. But in the initial run of like 12 issues, dear God, man, that was brilliant writing.
Yep. Yeah, I was just never a fan. It just wasn't for me, but still.
Fair.
Hey, I mean, that's why there are 2,000 titles out there to read, right?
Exactly.
Not everything's for everybody, and that still may be considered, one of the best. I mean, I know it won awards, one of the best books ever. Doesn't mean everyone has to like it though. V for Vendetta is another one, that sells, that sells a lot.
Well, here's the thing. Alan Moore, when he's on, is about the best. And when he's off, he's about the worst.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Alan Moore. Hey, Chad.
He just started wandering off into let's have a rape scene in every comic book philosophy. And I'm like, no, screw you.
I remember I was reading, I think it's Neonomicon he was writing or whatever. And it was a messed up book, but I kind of liked it. I don't know. I think I liked it more because I could just read it on the shelf. I didn't have to pick it up. I didn't have to buy it every month.
Sure.
Right? But then it was messed up from the get go, and then like 3/4 of the way through the thing, some sea creature or whatever that they have captured under some labyrinth or whatever just starts raping the lady that they throw down there and stuff. And it was almost like this really it wasn't necessary to the story.
There was one time it was necessary to the story, and that was in The Watchmen. Every other time he's played that particular card, it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
It was crap. If you have a problem with women, have a problem with women, but don't expect me to turn around and buy the damn book. He did that in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Utterly unnecessary.
Yeah.
Utterly unnecessary. And as soon as it happened, I lost interest. The artwork wasn't that good to begin with.
Yeah, I never really got into that. But it's funny. I get razzed for this all the time. I enjoyed the movie.
I thought the movie was a hoot. Is it art? Not really. No.
But I thought it was just a fun movie. I just liked the movie.
Well, this is like a lot of people hated Suicide Squad. I thought it was all right.
I liked Suicide. I do.
I've got a copy of the DVD and I've watched it a few times.
Yeah. Nope. I not necessarily liked the main villain at the end. At the end that they were doing.
Weak, but the rest of the story was fun.
I thought right. I went in fun. It's right. It's not an Oscar-winning movie. It's not, it's not the thing, but it was...
It's about a herd of killers.
Right.
And it's still more lighthearted than Man of Steel. And better than Man of Steel.
And I don't know what people were expecting from Suicide Squad, because they're all C and D-list characters that were in the movie anyways.
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, so what were you expecting? I mean, they're not A-list characters. I mean, so what were you expecting of the movie to begin with? It's but I liked it. I liked I think the soundtrack in it was good. There was some humorous parts. There was, I thought it was just a fun movie. Was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
No. By any stretch.
Right, but I mean, it was just a fun movie.
On the other hand, I still think that Jared Leto did a great job as the Joker. He looks stupid with all the gangster stripes.
Yep.
But I thought he did a good job.
Yep, that was the one thing I didn't like. And again, it's not Jared Leto who made him stupid with the gold teeth
let's
and
give him a
whatnot.
grill and tattoos.
Yeah.
Why he's already freaking deformed.
Right. And made him like that pimp, hey, I'm in the strip clubs and shit.
Yeah.
That was a joke, but I thought Jared Leto did a good job of what he was given with the Joker. Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm interested to see what he's going to do with Morbius. I love that character, but the problem is, as this with so many times, he does him right. You look back at the old Vampire Tales, the black and white ones, way back when we were kids, those were great. That's what Morbius should be. Half the time they draw him so he looks like a rodent.
Yeah, yep.
No, that's vermin.
Right, that's exactly right, yep.
Morbius has a slightly piggish nose and great big red eyes. He's a vampire. Just stop doing them the wrong way, we'll all be a lot happier. But I think the movie has potential, and I think Jared Leto's about the right person to play that part. Fantastic Four has been fun. Next issue ought to be a hoot, by the way, on Immortal Hulk. You know when you're going to be getting the reissues on 13? I managed to miss that one.
Okay, yeah, I think they just solicited second printing, so.
Cool. Still a title I'm loving way more than I expected to.
Yeah, I'm liking that book a lot. I mean, I think he just grabbed the last issue. It's one day, and I've gone through my whole Immortal Hulks, and I've beefed up my order the past 6 months. I have raised my order every single month, and I still one day I still had a sell through.
I think it's where it should be.
Yeah, how high do I go? Yeah, it's
you've got your core people you know are going to pick it up.
Yep.
I'd say pick up 2 extra issues, and if you run out, that's why God made backlogs.
Yep. It's that's what I've been. I've actually been bumping up by more than 2. But
there you go.
Just so many more people want it. They're going to. This is like unheard of. They just put issue 1 into 4th printing. Issue 2 they're soliciting as a 3rd printing. Every issue has been into a 2nd, 3rd, 4th printing, but they usually never reprint a book once the trade paperbacks come out. They're on volume 2. They're on volume 2 of the trade paperback. There's still such a demand for the regular issues that they're still putting reprints. They're still putting reprints out. Unheard of.
Should tell them something. You've got quality artwork and quality writing. What a lovely combination. Mm-hmm. You're doing something original with a character that hasn't been done, I don't know, since the character was created. You went back to the original character.
Yep.
Sun sets, Hulk comes out. Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Much better than 3 or 4 of the adaptations they've made of the Hulk in the last 20 years.
But I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Hulk Smash, though.
Yeah,
it was always that was always a good little thing. But no, you can only do so much before you get bored with it.
That was an Infernal Man thing.
Was this where? I think this was this the one with
C. Gerber writing it again, which is,
Yeah, but I also thought they did a Man Thing book that had the guy from Goosebumps.
I hated that. I tried reading it. It was crap.
Yeah, that was one of the worst things.
R.L. Stein, right?
R.L. Stein, yeah. You know something? The backup horror story he did was better than the Man Thing book itself. And I love Man Thing.
I do too, but I can sort of see Swamp Thing falling with the girl after they've been together and running around together for years. Man Thing falling for the girl and her falling for him after 1 issue. Screw you. Oh, look, it's a giant pile of sludge. Let's make out.
Yeah.
No. And if that is the case, then obviously she needs help. They should lock her up for her own good. She's kissing sludge. Loved it.
Funny, this book here.
Well, one of the guys at Shops here, Chris Golden, actually wrote that script. Or at least one version of that script.
It's another one of those books. I thought
he's also one of my best friends, so I have a bias on that anyway. But yeah, the first trailer I was like, eh, and the second trailer, now you're talking Hellboy. Now you're doing it the right way again.
And then when I read it, I go.
And I have people that have already said, I don't like the way he looks. It's not the same person. It's not the same actor. It's not the same makeup artist. I think he looks great. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm also ironically looking forward to Captain Marvel. I'll be seeing that on Saturday. And damn, that looks like a blast. I'm once again shocked and appalled by the people who are like sending negative reviews when the movie hasn't come out yet and won't be out for a month. Sending reviews to Rotten Tomatoes going, well, this is just horrible. You haven't seen it, you jackass. You maybe saw a trailer.
But I brought it home anyway.
If you're that worried about your masculinity, perhaps you should grow a pair.
Well, that wasn't bad.
That's just me.
You know, it's
it looks like it's going to be the same kind of stuff we're getting out of all the Marvel movies, which is lots of action, some zippy one-liners, lots of fun, and continuity. What a lovely thought that is. I'm interested to see how it's going to link into the Avengers stuff. Obviously, it will, but I'm curious how they're going to handle the time travel.
Get past the title, you know.
Has she just been frozen somewhere? Has she been gone that long? It's been. What?
I like that.
We'll call it ballpark 20 years, and she's still the same age.
But now, like a few people, like you just said, you saw.
So I'm curious to how they're going to handle that.
Like that? I go, yeah, I enjoyed it. I go, buy this.
And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse just came out on DVD.
You know, it's.
I'll be buying that sometime in the next week.
But you know, it's.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah,
I saw it in the theaters and thought it was brilliant. I really did not expect that much out of an animated movie from Marvel. But it was so much better than it had any right to be.
And it won the Oscar.
And it should have.
This book could sell if people.
I still think Black Panther got ripped off, but you know, that's me. Mind you, I haven't seen all the movies, and some of them might have been better, but I think we could have done better than the one that won. I think between that and Black Panther was a better movie straight across the board. It also didn't have that standard white guy has to save the black guy philosophy going. Black Panther was black guy gets to save the black guy. What a concept. What do they call that? White saviors? We don't need them anymore.
Is this a great cover?
It is a great cover.
I mean, that was
so off the wall from what you would expect to see in a comic book.
That was actually the cover of one of the issues too. So they didn't just make the cover for the trade. This was actually the cover of one of the issues.
I respect that.
Well, they did a Marvel Legacy one shot, like way before this Avengers book came out. It was like a couple of years ago, and they did a story of the Avengers, but they did a story of the Avengers from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
And you had still Odin was around. They had a Ghost Rider. There was a Black Panther. They've existed since like the beginning of time, and they beat a Celestial. And so the first series here, the Celestials are coming back, and now this form of the Avengers are fighting the Celestials. But throughout the book, they'll do a one shot of a story from the clowns from the past. This was the Ghost Rider story from like the Ghost Rider from the beginning of time, which was actually really cool. So you know what the hell's going on with this? All of a sudden, he's riding a fiery woolly mammoth through the thing. It was great. It was just a good one shot issue.
That a great moment for intimidation.
Yeah. Yeah, you look it up, and this guy's coming on a fiery woolly mammoth. Yeah, I'm intimidated.
Your day is going badly.
Yeah. Yep, something's gonna stomp the shit out of me. Great artwork too.
Alex Ross is disgusting.
Yeah.
I want every piece of artwork he's ever done on my walls. Happiness is getting my writing money, so I can do things like pick up on my comics.
Well, you must have got it 'cause yesterday you didn't have it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I got the email yesterday saying your money's coming in. Looked at my bank account today and went, sweet, I can pay last month's rent.
I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's just the way they do things. But I mean, it's almost like they have you hostage. Yeah, I mean, you've done your job. You've put yourself up, and it's like, hey, we're gonna send you your money, and then sometimes a month later, hey, we're still gonna be sending you money. Well, you have my money now. Why haven't you said that? Well, they're still collecting interest or doing whatever on your money. You know, it's
And I'm okay with it as long as I can pay my bills. But when I can't, give me my damn money.
Yep.
It's a song by Keb Mo. His real name is Kevin Moore. No relation. But he's got a song called Soon As I Get Paid.
Oh, yeah?
Perfect song. Perfect song, dude.
Yeah.
And I will gladly pay you as soon as I get paid.
Tuesday for a hamburger today?
Only with rent, not just with a burger.
Yeah. You need a receipt, right?
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're all good.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jim.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see ya. Take care. Who makes it?
I wish I remembered the name of the company that made RoboCop in general.
Who makes that? Who makes that action figure?
Mafex, M-E-F-E-X.
Maybe it's a limited edition book. Yeah, maybe it's a limited edition action figure or something.
They could be one of these though, and I still probably wouldn't be $130.
No, I mean, that's what I think. I can't believe it retails for $130. Cause see that?
That's pretty cool. Though.
Does number 74? Are they numbering them or something? I
don't know.
But I mean, 74 of what?
So,
74 of 12 million? Or, it's
74 of 70.
I mean, why this is $120?
I never heard of Mafex. Like, how did the guy even hear they were making this RoboCop figure? Has he ordered other figures? Or?
No, he looks through my order form, the previous order form.
Barry Windham.
Yeah, he looks through the previous order form.
Oh, okay.
So he's going through. Hey, can you order this for me? Can you order this for me?
Yep.
So,
I mean, it's pretty cool, but just not for that much money.
No, I mean, some statues that come in that are resin or porcelain statues come in and they're $130 and $140. They stand up this high. Yeah, I mean, and, there's a lot of artwork and stuff to them. I mean, this is an action figure. Right, I special ordered it. Someone wants it. Someone's gonna be happy with it. I mean, they know what it cost when they ordered it. So I mean, so obviously it was okay. It was okay. It's not gonna be a shock when I say here. It's
tell them I'll pay him $20 for it.
On an island off the coast of Scotland, something was summoned from the depths of hell. Something that would end mankind.
And this thing you worried about, did it show up?
Oh, yes. You did.
We face every threat there is, and yet you take me in. Hello, son. You made me a goddamn weapon.
Where's my fucking violin?
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Out there's a 5th century sorceress who wants to bring down the curtain on London and the world. Great.
I like this guy too. The guy from
Why do you fight for those who hate and fear
the HBO show there.
You were meant for this.
Can't remember the name now. Swearinger.
New Eden will emerge.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'd appreciate a prophecy with more relatable stakes.
Haven't we got to be saving the world or something?
Yeah, okay, come on. Let's get your face on. Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Is that the Asian guy from Lost?
Be my king. We belong together, you and I.
We do, but this is not gonna work, because I'm a Capricorn and you're fucking nuts!
That movie is gonna be awesome. I mean, if it goes by, if anything by that trailer, that is gonna be a great movie. I never thought I wanted to hear Smoke on the Water that much. It's great tune with it. The graphics look great. That's gonna be a fun movie. He looks awesome. I can't see anyone complaining about the way Hellboy looks in it. Or that was really good. While I was watching that, I wasn't even thinking, oh, this isn't Ron Perlman, or oh, we need him to do this. No, that was perfect. I like the other guy that was in there too. Like it says, I don't know why I can't remember the name of the HBO show, but he was Swearinger in the
Deadwood.
Yeah, I like that guy. That guy's pretty good too. And it looked like I said, that other guy from Lost, or I think the last time I saw him it was like Hawaii Five-0. So it looks like he's got a pretty decent cast, and no, I think that's gonna be a good movie. I don't like the comic. I can't read the comic, but I love the first Hellboy movies. It may be one of those things that people are gonna go in and see it, and word of mouth, if they like it, is gonna make it. Is going to make. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to make $150 million in the first weekend, but it's going to be one of those. I think it's going to be one of those ones where people are going to see it, like it, and it'll have nice long legs. It'll be out for a while. But hey, that's just from looking at a trailer. You never know until after you watch it.